Welcome back. Welcome għat-tieni logħba tal-lejla li ħajkonna żewġ team captains diġà magħna ta' fejnhom BLW u Gunblade. Tistgħu tintroduċuna għal konfuskom jekk jogħġobkom?
Hello, yeah, team captain ta' Gunblade.
Team captain ladies ta' Blood Wolves.
Alright. Isibkom jekk jogħġobkom?
Yeah.
In-game name.
Alright. Għawatni.
Onus.
Muna Hegi Omen, sir.
Okay. U intom tilabu fej eżatt?
Jina
Lancer,
ABC.
Jungle?
Jina jungle, imma sfortunament għallum il-top laner tagħna naqralu xi ħaġa u kienu żonna substitute u jiena ħanna top lane illum.
Alright, aħna ma konniex informati ma.
Jina Batuljansen u kollox. Skużani ma.
Marċeve, let's, whatever, alright.
Alright,
Jizin ta' tilab.
Jina top lane għankun.
U jungle ħajlab.
Il-substitute. Substitute tilab mid lane għax bidu naqa press li ma jabx ħafna jungle. U s-saxa dossil timer jungle.
Alright.
Okay. Alright, so għandkom naqa swaps fil-teams?
Yes.
Okay. Wija. Kif tħossukom naqa logħba fit-tard illum?
Tana dejjem dal-ħin, għax normalment dal-ħin inkunu nistaw, so this is normal.
Same. Għanna sotti u fit-minni u fid-dusa.
Yep.
Okay. Mela, kif tħaltu fil-xena kompetittiva? Xaħat kaxkarkom jew self-inflicted l-ħaġa?
Minna ħati I mean, il-team kien diġa jeżisti, il-jungle u s-support jilom jilabu żmien flimkien, un-bad daħal il-mid laner li huwa neputi ta' support, u over time dejjem like jinbidlu l-players to where it is today, u just għadna ma jtazvel nipruvaw tipu nitlu f'tournament. Ġili labna f'tournaments qabel, pero għatma ġejna ma' top 4 dejjem 5 jew l-isfel, so nipruvaw għal-kem mux sejjer tajjeb il-pjana xadna merbaħnix lobba, ma s-sanra.
Good luck, mela.
Thank you.
Jalla tilbħu l-ewwel logħba.
Spero.
Kemilkom bħala team, kemilkom flimkien?
I think it-team eżatt kif inhu issa qatt, pero jungle sap I think 6-7 years żgur. Biss jiena l-logħba li nilagħba xi 3 snin u nofs erba' so.
Right.
Da iġri team ilu forsi sentej jiena magħhom min dejjem jinbidel.
Okay. U Manser?
Aħna pala team as such, għax aħna kull dejjem kan nabu so casual. Għanna xi 4 snin nasan nabu flimkien bejn wieħed ieħor. U kull dejjem dat team bajna. Ovvjament illum ma kienx sajja K61 capable b'dinjeh, ma sotu kull dejjem nabu flimkien.
Alright. Għandi xiktar mistoqsijiet illikom. Alright. Kemm intkom konfidenti jekk għall-logħba tal-lum? Gunblades ibdew.
Onestament, għax aħna sfortunatament kena tracker ked bħala sukat kaxkarna. Għanna għedin fuq l-ustri. Kemm ma nasib judging by Bladus team comp u like our ranks, għedin nasib għedin equal ranking, għax aħna u koll jisu like gold u plat. Għadaw naħat. Mux serious ba. So, għanna fiduċja.
U Bladus?
I mean, pjan. Dejjem kien hemm pjan, just hopefully d-darba jaħdem. We try to play to our strengths. Nimxu minn hemm. But, I mean, it's a game at the end of the day, anyone can win. So, titħol bi pjan, but come with me.
Jina ħankun nara għal dawk il-wombo combos. Konsidin kom tilabu flimkien 7 snin, I'm expecting some synergies here.
Tnej minna jilom jilabu 7 snin flimkien sewa.
ħaġa ħażin stenna naqa synergy bejża
Xi darba nillik jalek il-voice coms waqt il-lob.
Alright. Naqa in-depth spoilers għal inner workings.
Behind the scenes.
Behind the scenes, is that. Alright, thank you ħafna. Good luck, Alop.
Thank you.
See you on the Rift.
Thank you.
See you. Bye-bye.
Good luck.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye, good luck.
Thank you. Ciao, ciao. Alright guys, dawk kienu team captains. Issa ħana bżu direttament ma l-Bonbon li huwa l-caster tal-lejla l-irġa. We're gonna switch to English. Let's see if he's here. The man.
I've returned just now, quite literally. The instant you joined this VC, I sat down on my chair.
Perfect timing. I'm the master of time.
Perhaps you are. Do you by any chance main Zillion? You know, it would kind of go fitting with the theme.
I don't main Zillion. I do really enjoy playing him in Arams though, when I get him.
Okay. I can see the vision then. I can see the vision. Right, so
Yes,
Master of Time.
Just need a
Are
longer
we
beard
ready?
and a white. I think we're ready. I need to find the link.
Right.
See?
So it should be getting sent out by our good friend Alpha Sirius.
I'm in the game. As in the
game lobby, yeah. We see that, we see that.
Okay.
Right, so some news reached me that the team of what's it called? Blood Wolves and Gunblade actually had a team swap. Gunblade had their jungler go top lane because apparently this top lane is going to be a grudge matchup because these two players know each other.
Oh,
Unsure whether that's really the intention. I'm just going off of what I heard.
Okay. I heard that one of them was unavailable, so they swapped out some members.
Oh, I see. So we're getting different stories being told to us, I see.
Indeed.
Alas, it will not matter. When the Nexus explodes, we'll find out what was the better option, to leave the team as it was.
And we're straight into draft. Let's go.
Or swap around. Now, Gunblade gets started with a Nocturne ban. I actually believe that we saw them banning Nocturne before. They might be terrified of that champion. I'm best at getting banned out from Blood Wolves. They do not want to see that 10,000 dashes champion showing herself on the Rift again. Gunblade stalling a little bit with the next pick. They're not sure, and they decide for Aphelios. Isn't that the first Aphelios ban of the entire tournament? No one has bothered to go through the effort of banning Aphelios.
Isn't Aphelios like a really difficult champion to play?
Difficult, not so much so. That champion is really good in the 5v5 format, which is another good point, actually. Why have we not seen this champion making an appearance up until the third week, goddammit? Blood Wolves decided to ban out Darius to riposte back. Now that's two top laner bans from Blood Wolves and a support ban. Gunblade getting rid of Nautilus, not wanting to get that aggressive bot lane in. Hoping to probably scale for that late game.
Nautilus ban though.
Blood Wolves deciding to ban Mord. That's a triple top lane ban. Okay, the grudge match would have been real there, but they're hovering Milio and they've decided to ban Milio instead of Mord.
You baited.
I was about to say, was this going to be the grudge match of the century? Were they going to triple or even quadruple? Maybe 5-man ban just one singular player. Is he that much of a menace to completely ignore the entire team and just ban out the entire player?
Damn.
With that said, Gunblade, pick out that Kaisa.
What are you expecting in the top lane then? What's the usual grudge champions these guys play?
Ooh, you see, that's the thing though. This team usually has the top laner in the jungle, right? So I would have absolutely no data on what this guy plays in the top lane. I have no clue. Right. This is a mystery matchup for me.
Okay. Well, ADCs have been picked. Caitlyn for Blood and Gunblade has picked the Kaisa. Xerath, is that a Xerath support? Are they gonna...
Ooh, that Xerath support would make Zaya's lane hell.
Kaisa.
Ooh, Seraphine Blitzcrank? Perhaps a bit of fist fighting. Zyra? Ooh, they picked Zyra. A very powerful spacing champion, one that you cannot ignore. Actually, one of the stronger champions in the bot lane. A very versatile in the team play perspective as well. Just ever so slightly immobile, so if this Zyra falls behind, she would end up being on the short end of the draw.
Those plants are gonna be a menace.
Just perchance, we'll be seeing a Nico straight off the bat. That's the second Nico of today. That champion is a fan favorite of everyone here
this a
who
flex pick?
who plays in this tournament.
Is this a flex pick? Is this gonna be a Nico support into the Zyra? Sounds like a good matchup, right?
Mm-hmm. Rightio.
Or do you think it's gonna be picked mid? No.
The Nico.
Either way, we don't know.
Okay, so no matter what we think here, it's going to be either or. It's going to be either the sneaky champion with a straight line route, or it's going to be the very visible champion with a straight line route.
I would definitely prioritize Nico support here because her route can go through plants, correct?
That is right, yes. Nico's route can go through the plants, and Zyra actually would unfortunately be faced off with weak siding here if it was Nico.
Syndra.
A Syndra pick from Blood Wolves. I was about to say Blood Wolves are picking 2 heavy AP champions, but then I looked over at Gunblade who picked 2 heavy AP and a hybrid AP. This is going to be a battle of the spell throwers game.
Mordekaiser ban.
Mordekaiser coming through as if more AP was their biggest threat. If I was Blood Wolves here, I would have completely ignored this Mordekaiser and actually dared the guy to pick the damn champion. Told him, hey, listen, you're gonna pick Mordekaiser. Is that right? Am I hearing that right? And just picked it back with Ornn and built full magic resist. And Blood Wolves seem to be absolutely hating on this Gunblade top laner. What is going on? 4 top lane bans in one banning rotation.
Good lord. Somebody.
This Gunblade top laner is being forced out of every champion in his book, but let's hope that this guy does have a few more pages and will be able to show us the champion he's proficient with.
Oof.
Oh, and that's
what's with all these top lane bans? Damn.
They are not allowing top lane to be a lane, but you see, here's the kerfuffle. Here's the issue that they left out. They left out Mundo as a champion, and I might be too hasty in saying this, but I think we might actually be seeing him this game.
Okay. I for some reason the first thing that came to my head was Illaoi.
Illaoi would be great if not for the Zyra and not for Nico as a champion altogether. Sure, picking her would be great, but she's better into fist-fighting team comps. When you have this many mages in the game, you'd end up getting caught off really badly and chain CC'd. As you may or may not know, Illaoi really struggles with mobility.
Absolutely no tanks unless the Shyvana's going to bruiser build. But
Shyvana
so
nowadays goes Liandry's Anguish into Spear of Shojin. And oh my god, yes, Gunblade! They're bringing out the Scion! I'm not gonna claim credit for this, guys. But I think I may or may not have inspired a team or two here. The Gunblade bringing out the late game scaling monstrosity Scion. Let's see if they'll be able to show us the Baufsen-Law. And Blood Wolves, not even thinking twice, pick the 4th AP on their team, Gwen, to counter out Scion.
Much AP.
Unfortunately, a losing matchup for our boy Scion. And you see, up until this very last pick, I was thinking Gunblade, they have everything they've ever wanted for spacing, for DPS. But unfortunately, Blood Wolves just threw that all in the drain, just with that last pick of Gwen.
I'm kind of excited for Blood Wolves, not gonna lie. Shyvana was a favorite of mine back in when I started League. Zyra's one of my favorites, especially in ARAMs. But Syndra is one of my main champions. One I used to.
And I'm very sure that you're very damn well aware how powerful of a champion she is in the right hands.
Very, very powerful. Against the Lux, it's gonna be who can stun who first and who can get that burst off and run away with it. Is gonna have the upper hand, the priority, and.
Right. What do you think about these overall drafts? Like I said, I was really rooting for Gunblade with this one. Everything they've ever had came out really well, but Blood Wolves just picked that Gwen, and suddenly I don't feel so good.
Okay, so it's a little woozy, right? So you have Lux, which is okay early game. Lee Sin, very strong. Sion needs to scale, and then you have Caitlyn that needs to scale. Zyra that needs a little bit of items to
Yeah, at least the
damage.
first or second item, bare minimum.
Yeah, but Shyvana needs time to scale, and also Gwen needs time to scale. So it's like a mixture of like who's gonna get the upper hand in early, and
Who's gonna end up
parallel.
making it worth it in the late game, right?
Yes, I feel really sad for the Syndra because one of my most hated jungle matchups is Lee Sin. She just has no mobility to get away from him, especially a good Lee Sin. So
Well,
if
an
if you
even
get a
better
lot
Syndra
of
would be able to scatter off the weak him into the other game.
well, let's hope so. It depends on the skill level, right?
It really does depend. Blood Wolves and Gunblade, unfortunately, falling on the ratings to be the bottom half of this tournament. We are currently watching a game of underdog versus underdog. We are going to be seeing most probably your average solo queue game, but let's not discount these two teams yet because as we have seen, even yesterday, even the most underdog team could put up a valiant fight against a team such as Aversio in one of the most turnaround matches that we've seen for that entire tournament. With that said, how's about we have a look at statistics? Let's see what the fans think about this matchup of Gunblades versus Bloodwolf.
All right, let's
Sorry,
see.
there's only one Gunblade and there are multiple Bloodwolves. So Gunblade and Bloodwolves. Oopsies.
Well, funnily enough, they're similar to what we had the last game. Exactly the same
Wait, you're joking?
as last game.
Wow,
No.
we were 38-62. The fans are voting on red side more than they are on blue side. Is this red side diff all along? Was picking blue by Gunblade here a troll?
So Gunblade, you said, are the underdogs here?
Well, unfortunately, due to the matchup that they've picked out, although they're picking a very strong comp, they are the underdogs for this match. Yes.
Okay. Oh, I guess it makes sense. People, have a little bit more faith in what they know. Hence being
I
Blood Wolves.
mean, it is true. Sometimes being locking in a champion that you're not comfortable with and playing him seriously can be more dangerous to your team than to the enemy because you'd be more comfortable picking a champion that you know and just playing him normally. You know, it's the issue of, is this champ good for the team comp and is this champ good for me?
Well, usually Syndra is very good in coordinated play, so I'm kind of hyped to see what the mid laner can pull off with the Syndra, especially being an avid Syndra player myself.
We've seen a lot of really good Syndras this tournament. It's really a shame that you've come to the party so late, so to say, and that you haven't experienced the earlier plays. Because just yesterday we were seeing a Syndra game like no other, and just the entire 2 weeks before that there were quite a few others.
Okay.
Well, I mean, hope to see you in more of these streams, at the very least. Cool.
I hope so too. We're starting soon, it seems.
With that said, yes, the League client has decided to load on us, and let's see if we get cursed and if we get kicked out of the loading screen again due to League of Legends being a fantastic game made by a multi-billion company. Sorry, multi-billion-dollar company.
No, a small indie company, sir.
Ah, actually. Oh. This Scion even has the same skin that I had from yesterday. This has to be a coincidence.
Yes.
I am not taking this kind of...
the Black
I'm not going to be taking credit for this. Monster, you better be showing me a play.
My boy has my favorite Syndra skin.
And that would be the Withered Rose Syndra skin. Not a bad choice at all. Wait a minute, I just realized Blood Wolves drafted a full female team. I see. Blood Wolves have gone to the fashion show, but let's see if they'll manage to score top models at the end of this game, as the confetti from Nexus exploding will definitely make a good display on them. But we're yet to see that happen.
These teams are really about who can catch who out and blast them first.
That is quite true, yeah. Quite literally, Zyra, Syndra, Kate. If you walk up on those champs, you get blasted. On the other hand, you walk into Nico, you walk into Lux, you walk into Scion, and you get blasted back.
I'm kind of surprised Manser didn't go some sort of like Dark Harvest on Scion, considering it's a full blast you team? He's going for the scaling health with Grasp.
I mean, if I was the Scion, and yesterday I was, it would be very simple to say, hey, listen, why not just pick Lethality? But Lethality, it's not proficient with their. Oh no, it happened again. Downloading spectator data has broken for me, and I need to reload my client. Hopefully, it won't happen to you too.
Well, I sure hope not, because oh no, never mind.
Of course,
just
right.
good.
So let me keep going with my monologue then.
Okay.
Scion, could go lethality. Sure, that does give him one shot, and he does end up being tanky no matter what in the game. But Gwen would end up healing so much simply off of doing any one ability to hit him, because her passive 1,000 cuts really, really hurts badly when you have HP and have no resistances to back it up.
Okay. Oh, it seems we were back in.
Right, with us back in, we're now watching the team go off.
Let's go.
My go-to champion for this game, Mahagao Mancer, I'm going to be keeping all eyes on him personally. He has decided that he himself will show me what it's like to be Scion. I'm taking this way too personally, aren't I?
Sorry?
Syndra going with the name drop. Deciding to name drop Ahigao Mancer, telling him, Jake Saliba, good luck, have fun. After banning out 4 champions from him, I'm assuming that this could only mean that they are targeting the Scion.
Yeah, and so in the chat going, "Awoo!"
Janssen hoping for a Blood Wolves win this time around. I can definitely see that he could be one of the voters for that previous voting stage.
Okay, so no cheese, which is
a bit unexpected, to be honest. I'd expect either of these two teams, you know?
Yeah,
I'd expect either of these two teams to walk up,
go, fist fight.
Something.
Fist fight.
Fight. Come on, what are we waiting for? The minions haven't spawned yet? Too bad. Run it into the Nexus. Don't you know?
Oh no, I need to change. Okay, so what is it? Yep, it's Nico Bot. Sweet. It is as we predicted.
So it would seem. Right, let me shuffle mine around as well, and that's all in order. We were actually seeing there for a second Hagam Mancer deciding that it was his solemn duty to not get that early game prio and to instead go and help his jungler, the Lee Sin, out with blue buff. Shyvana instead opting for a solo full clear, which is very in fashion this time around. Around this time of the year. Gwen already going all in on Sion. Sion has to back off and miss out on minions because of that.
God, there's a... Okay. Definitely a scuffle up top. Zoning him off the minions, trying to deny him that CS, that XP. To get a little ahead, maybe force Groves, get prio.
That would be most profitable for the team, but Hagamancer seems to be knowing what this matchup is going to take. He knows that he won't be able to win throughout the early or the mid game, and that it is only when he reaches 5 digits in HP that he can fight back.
Yeah, he wants to scale, so it's better for him to get pushed in.
Right. Now, since you mentioned that you are a beginner streamer, I would actually like to give you a tip here really quickly. Did you know that holding Control, Shift, and Z lets you zoom out outside of the border?
Yes. Oh, that's much better. Holy.
Yes, there we go. A wider field of view for what is happening on the Rift, and with that wider field of view, we're watching a small gank in the bot lane. Pardon me for the interruption.
Ice are getting so low though. The Zyra plant's whittling her down. Oh, the Nika trading back.
Lee Sin could have easily grabbed that kill there if he predicted the flash from Anuris.
Oh, Lee Sin's still here. Ooh, almost first blood on Anuris, but he makes it out alive.
I think we might have a delay between each other. Okay, pardon me. You are at which second?
339, 340, 340.
I'm like 5 seconds ahead of you. Okay, I'm going to skip right back, and I'm now at 345, 6, 7. No?
350.
Okay, 350. I'm like 3 seconds more.
Let me check. Maybe I can.
Okay, 364. No, don't worry. It's me because the client broke for us separately. Mine broke faster, and then yours broke right after mine, so we loaded into the game separately.
Okay.
It's just that we have
I'm
to
at
synchronize here so that we make sure that I'm
420.
not commentating over a fight while you're watching the bot lane walking into their lane.
Okay. 426 right now? 427?
Ooh, I might have skipped back a bit too far. Let's just skip ahead to
Yeah, I
430.
think my client was a little behind for some reason.
Not a problem. We managed to figure this out. Don't forget, this entire tournament has had a little bit of scuff here and there. I don't know if you've heard the tale, but throughout the first week of this tournament, League of Legends as a game in a whole, like as a total, actually had
As a kind
well, this game does belong in a whole with what state it's in. This game actually had a spectator bug where you could not watch a game, and instead we would have to wait for the game to fully finish and then download the ruffle file.
Uh-huh.
And then shortly after, we would have to rename it like 3 different times so that we could then make it work. Wahigawa deciding to fist fight Azakana in his own lane. Wait, isn't Azakana usually the mid laner? Whoa, what's this? I forgot about this lane swap.
There was so many lane swaps.
I see a grudge match for the century. These Blood Wolves are definitely out for blood this match around, and they want Wahigawa to be dead.
Gunblade doing their first dragon early.
With this much power in the bot lane, I wouldn't blame them. But level 3 Lee Sin, I feel like he's falling a bit behind.
Mancer
What is this?
rotating to mid.
A very questionable rotate. I wonder what the meaning of this is. Diablo decides to
gets
warn it
cancelled by
and
the Syndra?
cancels recall.
Look at those plans doing work.
I got
Shyvana
answer, you're
level
not
6
showing me the
already.
bows. Shyvana level 6, no, more like Lee Sin still stuck at level 4. For some reason he has not managed to scale up. Apparently taking that Drake took too much out of his schedule. And now he has to play from behind in jungle. As Shyvana gets her first dragon stolen away, denying her passive stacks. And not letting her scale. Most unfortunate for the side of Blood Wolves, although they are currently almost 2,000 gold ahead, only at the 6th minute. They are actually behind on objectives, and as we may both know, the objective stays forever, but the gold diff can change at any moment.
Yeah, we see a difference in CS from Syndra and the Shyvana.
For whatever
The Gwen is
reason,
kind of expected, but
for whatever reason, League of Legends decides that it is important to announce it to us in chat that Kaisa has purchased a Rectrix as an item. Thank you for letting us know that Kaisa bought a 900 gold AD component that gives 20 AD and 4% movement speed. Sorry, 15 AD, pardon me, that was even less important than I thought it was.
okay, so it's a little slow here. Shyvana going in for the grubbies. Lee Sin doesn't seem to want to contest, considering he's a few levels behind.
Wahigawa could have forced a kill right there, actually. He snoozes on it and he loses. He could have eat that Azakana and ulted him right in his face at point blank range. That stun right there would have granted him at least 2 tower shots and granted him the kill. Unfortunately, scuffing up that play. He has to back off.
Ooh.
And Gunblade
Gunblade,
almost
2
give a
levels
double
down.
kill. They almost give a double kill to Blood Wolves in that top lane scuff.
Really
Somehow.
see the difference in the... Ooh, power in the minions. Oh my god. So close. Is he gonna greed for it? Nah.
With such a small difference in damage and to getting the kill, I would actually go home and cry, which is exactly what Syndra is going to do. Diablo is currently performing a recall under his next to his bush.
Tower.
Yeah, next to his mid lane tower. Unfortunately, he wasn't under tower.
Okay. Game's just a little bit
Sion
slow.
ulting. Lovely to hear that sound. I almost forgot that the horrible nightmare that is Sion's ultimate is heard by all, including spectators.
It's a Q. Kicks her out.
Ooh, and unfortunately, there's no collaboration in that play, but they still managed to get the kill because that's how badly Azakana was caught off there. Giving a kill, an early game first blood, to the Lee Sin. This will definitely help him out with his current game state because he really is playing from behind, a whole level behind now. He's caught up a little bit, but it's not enough. Shyvana is still going for that full clear routine and is visibly ahead of Shadow Stealth.
That Shyvana is farmed up.
If you ask me, it would be within my interest as the Shyvana to continue full clearing. It seems that it does not matter what he would do in his laning phase. He cannot gank mid, that's Lux. He cannot gank bot, that's Nico. Top lane would be his only bet, and we know how ganks on Sion go. He switches on a shield and either charges out or slows you and walks away freely. With no hard
Lee Sin
CC
has
from
been-
either Azakana or Unchained, unfortunately they cannot stop that madman of Noxus from simply shielding up and walking away from the fight. Like, goddamn.
Lee Sin has been trying to gank here and there, but he hasn't just he's just not been finding the right place. Because when you have a Shyvana jungle, you just want to gank over and over, right?
Yep, Shyvana would end up full clearing and maybe one or two ganks here or there, but unfortunately Shyvana does not have the hard CC required to, gank all the time.
Okay, so it's ooh, he hits the Q. Okay, gets a grasp. He's happy with it. Nope,
And
he's
does he
not.
walk
He
up?
wants to go
He
in.
gets cannon. He wanted more and he got it. Asking you shall receive a Higamancer as he gets another grasp and he keeps on
Oh
trading.
my lord, Lee Sin got bursted.
Lee Sin gets counter ganked in the bot lane. Meanwhile,
Caitlin's
Ghostly
gonna go
Doge actually
down.
has to go in and trade that 1-for-1. Sleepo
goes
unfortunately had to walk up and does not give another kill. Okay, at the very least that was a 1-for-1. Ultimates flashes going out everywhere. But that play had an unfortunate downside to it. That lane gank, absolutely unpredictable from the side of Unchained. Truly a free man. He manages now to take that dragon for himself, and a Mountain Drake at that, something that would really look nice, assisting that Scion in his laning phase. And unfortunately, it goes towards the side of Blood Wolves.
Juke. Okay, Azakana almost. Oh, he's gonna play them. Oh my god, Gwen.
Higamancer does not play around the vision. Unfortunately, he ults for nothing as Azakana easily has the dash to escape that.
Oh, the
And
Lux
what's
comes
that?
in. Tempest.
Perfectly executed combo, but unfortunately doesn't
no.
catch the kill. Azakana escapes with a smidget of HP. Shadow Stealth going after it.
I'm sorry,
but
I'm
the
gonna
entire...
check. How much HP does he have?
I could get
Where's
you an instant
Azakana?
replay on that, but I will not.
He has 40 health.
At this moment, now that health regen has come in, at that
Yeah,
moment where
he
he escaped,
had
I believe that he
half.
actually was in single digits.
He had, yep, definitely less than 20.
If Analytics Desk will be alive, we will want to be seeing a replay of that.
Ooh, Syndra flashes away, almost gets caught up by the Lux. Pony getting caught. And the grubs will go towards Gunblade.
Right, so we're seeing a 3-4-3. No. Wait, Gunblade? Okay, Gunblade. I thought we were going to see a 3-4-3, but somehow, somewhere, Blood Wolves actually managed to take one of those Void Grubs and secure themselves the one Voidling summon when attacking towers.
Even though
With that
Gunblade
in
have
mind,
2 kills up, they're still 2k down in gold. And the Shyvana stacking up those dragons, she's getting scaling, she's getting stronger.
well, if we were to actually have a look, unfortunately, Sion is behind on the money gameplay here. He's sitting behind by 400 gold, behind Azakana. And we're also seeing a really large canyon in gold efficiency in the mid lane. Unfortunately, Diablo, well, unfortunately for me, fortunately for you, unfortunately, Diablo is a whole 1,000 gold ahead of Natsu Tempest.
There it is, the Lee Sin gank.
Ooh,
My
Lee
most
Sin
hated
ganks
jungler.
Diablo, like he had prophesized. The absolute nightmare coming to knock him out of his lane. Oh, speaking of nightmares,
Jeez.
I think that this Nico will want to go to sleep and never wake up after what just happened. They're walking up on an unwarded bush when Cyrus on the enemy team. A rookie mistake like no other, and one that was not forgiven this time around.
Those plants are so annoying. Oh, Tempest. Attempting a gank here. And they get it.
Succeeding at the gank. What do you mean attempting? That right there was an amazing gank. Securing a kill for
Barrier
Sion.
saves
Ooh.
dodge. The Lee Sin misses the Q, but they will still get the tower. Unchained is farming and ganking non-stop. The man's a beast on this Shyvana.
A very
Really sit
unexpected
back.
pick. I did not expect Shyvana to be this strong in the 5v5 format. We actually saw someone purchase Blade of the Rune King, is that right? That is Shyvana with Blade of the Rune King. The
Okay,
threat
she's
that
going
is
berserk.
Sion has been delayed even more so than it was before. Unfortunately, if either Unchained or Azakana walk onto that Sion in a team fight, he is going down. They are cutting through him like a hot knife through butter.
You know the worst part?
Hmm.
They are 3 kills ahead. Gunblade are 3 kills ahead, right? They are still, what, 3k? 3k down in gold? And yet, Lee Sin, Sion, and Lux still have a shutdown.
Wow, I would not have been able to have a look at that. How? Oh, you're right. So what you're saying is that right here, the game is in Bloodwolf's hands, and they can win this if they just give it some time.
It is definitely in Bloodwolf's hands. They have the objectives, they have the gold. They just, even if they get like a few kills, they get extra gold for it. I'm kind of confused at how the game is functioning here. Considering they have less gold.
You see, that's
How-
the funny part. It's not. We're talking about a game made by Riot Games themselves.
Yeah, it's one of
Unfortunately,
company,
the
right?
most dysfunctional functional game ever.
Oh my god, this bounty system needs to go.
I think it could use a few minor adjustments here or there. But with that said, Shyvana goes to grab some camps and gets away for free. Meanwhile, we're watching a Duke out in the top lane. Higamancer, having had finished his Heartsteel, now his only objective is to get those ding-ding-dings off while playing the video game. Unfortunately for him, Azakana is only going to profit from that because it's only going to increase his passive damage.
Do you have a streamer tip number 2? How do I see the total golds on the
Right. So, with that said, when you press tab and you press X, you will be seeing the gold.
Oh, let's go. Alright. So Shyvana, almost 6k. 200 gold away from 6. Nope, 120 gold. Okay. And Lee Sin's a full.
If you want to look for the biggest canyons in gold, we're gonna have to look at this mid lane, ADC and support. But no time to look for money. We're actually seeing a Dragon Steel coming in from Gunblade. As top lane is currently duking it out, and unfortunately Sion gives his life for what seems to be no.
Okay.
No.
Not a big win, but denying the Shyvana, the dragon is.
I was incorrect. I got an answer there. Using Flash and expertly managing to escape that tower dive, and Gunblade actually scuffing up this objective clear from Bloodwolves. They actually
Oh, they
managed
got
to kind of
blasted there.
salvage. They actually managed to salvage the situation for themselves. Sion getting that top lane first tier tower. Amazing, a very good gold boost for the player.
Yeah, this sign's gonna be a beast. He's almost at 6k gold. He's ahead of the Gwen.
Yes, with that big shutdown and how many waves he just made Gwen lose by killing her and pushing out an entire wave and getting a whole tower, he is currently ahead. But just give Gwen a few more minutes and she will be back on his tail immediately.
Caitlyn's ahead in 1,000 gold. So is Zyra. Shyvana. And even mid lane, even though. Okay. Even though the gold is actually quite a big difference, they're still very even and they're keeping up.
Well, as it has been noticed, we're currently seeing Gunblade with 2 dragons and a little bit more concise team play. Meanwhile, Bloodwolves are ahead systematically. There is no guarantee that they'll be able to use this systematic advantage against their enemy. It is within their best interest to do it, but we never know if it will actually happen.
Okay, seems like the lane swaps have gone through.
We're now seeing the top lane. Number 2, Electric Boogaloo happening in bot lane.
Okay. Mancer getting caught out in his bot's jungle, but his team's following up.
Nothing happens because that Sion champion gets to press W, switch on a massive shield, and walk away for free.
Yeah, I was hoping for a little more Slappy slap. What is going on?
What is going on indeed? We're actually seeing the entire team recalling for no reason at full HP. Perhaps just hoping to cash out a bit of money that they've been leaving around.
Ooh, are they gonna collapse on Azakana? The sign just teleported top lane.
Ooh, he must be forcing out a split push. Or just trying to catch a fat wave. We never know.
I'm a little bit confused here. I thought that was gonna be a collapse on the Gwen. But nothing happened.
But no one was there. Although Gwen was really collapsible for that moment, and they actually landed a slow on her, they decided to not chase it and instead for Sion to TP top lane and just grab one wave and leave. A very interesting choice from that champion, considering that he has the ability to run down a lane instead of using his teleport. For some reason, he decides to use a 5-minute cooldown ability just for that.
Have you played against any of these teams? Against Blade or Blood Wolves?
No, unfortunately, our first ever 2 matches were against HUJ and GWA, I believe it was. I'll need to double check that. Let me see.
Okay. Closer, yes, very close. Even though Blood Wolves are 3k ahead, it's actually not noticeable. You want to see items? Here we go. You played Gunblade yesterday, La Bonbon?
Did I now? Allow me to see. If it is Janssen telling me that, then most probably I did. I am actually just checking through all my notes.
It's Hide on Waffle.
Oh, Hide on Waffle, alright. Well, I suppose if it's one of the waffles, then I can trust it. They're actually our I don't know how to say this any better. Sister team, probably? We're sharing a lot of players
Sleepy
with them. Azakana is actually pulling off a 1v3 outplay here in the bot lane. They cannot catch this Gwen. The champion is just too fast for them with that Ghost and E. And with her W letting her become immune.
Oh.
But what's all this action happening in the bot lane? They might be able to grab a kill on Azakana, but they are not going to be grabbing themselves a Baron, as Unchained, an absolute monster, actually ults just so that he could clear it out faster. At the same time, Gunblade have decided, you know what, that's fine, that's alright, whatever. We're just gonna take another dragon away from them. And like I like to say, Baron is temporary, dragon is forever.
It was a very good play from Blood Wolves. They saw Azakana getting caught in the bot lane and they were like, alright, everybody drop Baron. The cross map is real in this team. Ghostly going in 1v4? That was... What are you doing, my dude? That's a Syndra. Diablo,
Ooh, the ADC unfortunately forgets what champion he was playing. Sion not playing aggressive enough. He actually fails to charge up his Q at the right time to stun this teleport and punish it. He does not use his ultimate either. He's not...
He is!
Oh, what's this? Why are you going in alone? This man, he decides that, oh no, I don't take enough damage, let me go take some more. And he's about to cash out his first death this game as he dies in a meaningless power struggle in the top lane.
Yeah,
not impressed with this
is literally
one.
Unchained at this point. He's just running it down and tromping everybody. It's a powerful Shyvana.
I wonder if this user decided to name his account Unchained as a reference to Baki or as a reference to Silas.
Axana goes Gwen is immune and completely ignores the Lux ult.
Most unfortunate for the side of Lux using that 2-second cooldown ultimate on.
Yeah, truly unfortunate.
What could have been another 20-second cooldown W, you know? Maybe they traded 20 seconds for 20 seconds. Yeah, I'd call that worth it.
Don't look at the Shyvana build. Okay, seems like he's going Triforce? Nope. Okay, I like this better. Frozen Gauntlet. Iceborne Gauntlet. I like this better. Oh, and Tiamat. Okay, going towards the Bruiser side. I kind of like this build. I don't really like the full AP Shyvana.
Fully P. Shyvana feels a bit unrefined, unfinished. The champion is very playable. That nuclear missile of an E always hits and does great deals of damage. But it's just missing that little bit of finesse that is Shyvana's movement speed granted by her W. You know, she can kite so hard with that ability, and she simply avoids the entire kit. Essentially, it's like building Zoe 2.0. You know,
Mm-hmm.
just one ability to do all the damage. Sion deciding to cash out that stun early on Asakana and just get that Heartsteel stack and leave. He does not want any of that beef. He just wants the stack. But with how much we've been seeing him stack, why is he only
Tempest
at
getting
195?
Ooh.
Ooh, and Unchained, like an absolute monster, decides to dive in and
You can
1v3,
really see
take 2 kills and leave. That-
Syndra power coming in through with two items and the big rod. Giggity.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. And needlessly a large rod. Giggity, giggity.
Those Syndra E's are on point. I'm Oh, decent going in. Stealth,
Listen has
keeping
decided that
Xana.
he is Jackie Chan, that he will be completely ignoring the fact that his team is not backing up. He's a one-man army and he will be trying to kill Shyvana solo. But unfortunately he gets caught out and has to escape only narrowly with his own life.
Well, slowly, Gunblade has actually gotten the lead on the dragons. They have 3 dragons. Next one is the soul. Maybe they're trying to get that as their win condition. And unfortunately, it's Cloud Soul, correct? Yep, it's Cloud Drake. So not a super powerful dragon.
But one that could definitely help them. This slight lack of mobility on the side of Gunblade is going to be completely compensated by that oversight.
Caitlyn just finished Lord Dominic's regards for that beefy Scion.
I see, so they've
respecting
completely
Mansa.
decided to deny this Scion any of his gameplay. This grudge match is going a bit too far. I think the team better start thinking about the other players in their team, as Shadow Stealth is actually making some great plays here.
Unchained
With that
getting
said,
caught.
yeah, Unchained gets caught by a small Q, but he is just way too tanky at this point in the game with that mountain from earlier and a stack on his passive. He gets to escape for relatively no cost to himself. Ooh, Diablo has to flash sideways as he has to avoid Shadow Stealth's Q from Lee Sin. He does not want to get caught out and take unnecessary damage right before the dragon comes up. Shadow Stealth unfortunately has to tank a minion wave there and is forced to recall before Drake spawns.
Bloodwolves looking to deny the soul.
Gunblade in complete disarray. They're not organized. Their entire team is not there. They're forgetting Shyvana has extra damage to dragons. And they actually...
Almost.
Okay, I was about to say they actually missed that Drake, but they do not. They get the dragon and they are able to walk with it for free.
That would have been pretty clutch. Oh. Stealth getting caught. Kick goes through, but he makes it out. But they're helplessly looking at their tower as it goes down. Nothing you can do against the Blade Shyvana chomping that tower. And Nashor's Gwen. Look at that Syndra putting in the work. Up, Caitlyn finishes the job. Oh my god. Onuris. He's like, no longer shall you escape with 2 HP. Mancer with the ultimate. Oh, double Q. Nope. Syndra cancels him.
Most unfortunate for Mancer. He still lands that Q though and gets the kill for free.
Ah,
If I was him here, I would
ABC.
keep running down Pony. But Unchained goes to face him and unfortunately he goes down, like I said, like a hot knife through butter. He actually manages to escape with his life, however. We're going to completely ignore that. The Silent Champion is perfectly calculated. That was definitely part of his plan.
Okay, so it's a slow and steady game from Bloodwolves here, and they're slowly denying Gunblade and forcing them out of the game. Man, that Syndra is doing work. The QEs, the scatter of the weeks are so on point. It is tingling my Syndra senses. But then again, I am biased. Oh, Unchained misses ultimate, but I don't think
But
that's gonna
unfortunately,
matter.
that does not matter. Shadow Stealth has to walk away by foot because none of his teammates are going to walk up and give him the shield. He actually decides to pay that back to his team for not letting him dash by kicking Unchained out of the Scion fully charged Q. That right there was definitely a grudge Q, as we're actually seeing 2 people dead from the side of Gunblade. Bloodwolves able to run them down from here on out. And that's 3. That's to the count of 3. Bloodwolves are actually making a very valiant attempt here to end the game. Hopefully, they're going to rush it. No, they decide that no, we're not going to rip through. Here, there's not enough time. We're just going to go and take that Baron. Diablo gets ulted by 2 people at once, but unfortunately, Scion is too slow and crashes into the wall.
I thought Diablo was dead to the titan. What's it called?
Scion ult. The unstoppable charge.
No. Sorry?
Unstoppable onslaught from Scion or from Storm Surge.
Storm Surge. I thought because it was about to proc on Diablo.
But well, it seems like he survived with a smidge of HP. Quite the lucky player at this scenario. I am going to say that this...
No, he's not. He's unequal.
He's even. I'm going to say that this game is going to come to an end very soon because unfortunately the Baron went to Bloodwolves, who have managed to last it out into the late game. Currently leading with a 14,000 gold lead. This team looks unstoppable to me.
Holy Stealth getting shredded by Azakana.
Azakana has found his true calling not as a Yone but as a blender. Hagamonster goes down and takes down Gwen with him, but unfortunately gets caught out. His team trying to follow him but gets caught as well. Ghostly Doge going for it, but unfortunately not enough damage to one-shot the Caitlyn. Caitlyn coming in with a headshot and one-shotting Ghostly Doge. Kaisa being completely deleted from the game. We see everyone pushing up here, a massive wave from the bot lane. Scatter of the Week going to find that Nico. Unchained has also found his true calling as a blender and has decided that he is going to gun down this Nexus tower by himself, whether it takes him the entire team or not. He is just going to end this game, and that would be Bloodwolves actually securing the win from Gunblade. An extraordinary game and a most unexpected outcome from me, at least personally, as Gunblade faced
first win.
a defeat.
Okay, so the people were right. It was, in fact, Bloodwolves that have taken the upper hand. Who do you think is the
MVP? Yeah. Right, so is there an analyst desk for this, really quickly, before I answer that question? Are we being provided with an analyst for this game? Or was that client breaking before that game loaded going to result us with the exact same thing? Allow me to check. For today, we're supposed to be having no analyst, actually. I'm very surprised that Shadow came in for that previous analyst. Wow, it's he's working overtime with this one, and I don't think he's getting paid. Right, with that out of the way then, let's really quickly talk about who we think is the MVP. That game, Azakana really put everyone on their toes. He was pulling off some very nice side pushing.
That's why.
Azakana was pulling off some really nice split pushing. He was making those team fights look absolutely unwinnable. Only at 2 and 5 and 6, he was able to bring so much influence to the game. But let's not forget the GOAT himself, Unchained, from behind the scenes, making an absolute monster, an absolute mockery of the jungle lane. He himself decided to clear out every little thing that there was to this jungle. He managed to, without ganking, influence every lane, and then start ganking and influence them even further until the Nexus exploded. And of course, he scored the plus 50 on that last minute. So in my personal opinion, it's either Unchained or Azakana, leaning heavily towards Unchained. Let's see what Bloodwolves think themselves. And with that, actually, I would be leaving you here, as that is the last game that I'm going to be co-hosting with you for today.
Very well. Thank you for your beautiful co-casting. I will see you when I see you.
Okay, I'll see you when I see you too. See you, Kane. Goodbye. And
Goodbye.
Really quick before I go, Blood Wolves have called out that Unchained is their MVP. Best of luck. See you. Goodbye.
Okay, see you. Bye bye. All right, let's head on to the interview, which I always seem to lose. There it is. All right, let's wait for Unchained. There he is.
Hi.
Unchained, correct?
Yes, that's me.
Nice. Very well played. Very clean game with Giovanna. I disclaimer. I am biased because I'm a Syndra main. I thoroughly enjoy the Syndra. But I really enjoy the very clean Shyvana gameplay. Super hard farming, and ganking. So, how did it feel?
Good. We finally got our first win on the board. Flachar.
Mm-hmm.
We had two very close games in the beginning, but then in the other three, we kind of griefed it in all three. So it was good to kind of reset the mental, play it slow, and we knew that we would actually eventually just outscale and win the game. So felt good. We executed for once.
Very good, very good. All right. One moment. I have seemed to lost my
No
thingies.
problem. Find the thingies.
So this was your very first win. How many games have you played
Yes.
so far?
6. So 0-5 till today.
Okay, 1-5. All right.
1-5, getting there.
Okay. Okay. How was the strategy going into this game?
Uh, Champ Select we got thrown off a bit because we were not aware of their swap. So we ended up doing some swaps ourselves, kind of. As a
Okay.
Kana decent win, so we decided to swap him for the Sion matchup. Went as well, and our top lane actually plays a pretty decent Syndra, so putting him mid actually helped. And then we just decided to kind of scale. Pony also had a pretty clean game on Zyra as his 1 million plus mastery champion,
Oh
so
my
he got
god,
to
okay.
show it off
It was a
and
very
be
slow and
successful.
steady burn. Like you slowly edged the momentum.
In the beginning, Lee Sin kind of put us a bit off with the ganks. There were a couple of good ganks. Even when we tried to counter bot, he actually instead us with Caitlyn and one shot her. But then we actually got them low enough that we could do Drake and snowball our objectives from there. Although I did miss the smite, I didn't have my smite for the second Drake. But anyway,
It
whoops.
didn't really matter, to be honest, though. Like you were constantly around 2 to 3 gold ahead, 3,000 gold ahead.
Damn.
From like I think first to second dragon, you were yep. It was a constant 3 gold ahead. Um, who was making the best calls in the game?
Usually I call unless I tilt off the face of the earth. I do the call. Usually it's just calm down. If nothing happened, even if someone dies. I mean, if, as long as we cross map, there's no really objective to be gained. We got all 3 towers. We got all 4 of the grubs, even though Pony got caught. So, but we always try to cross map and have something else happen on the other side.
When Azakana got caught in bot side, you
And we took
guys
Baron.
rushed
Yep,
Baron. Yep, that was
that was the
pretty
first
clean.
one. Yeah.
You said Lee Sin threw you off your plans. What happened?
No, he got a couple of ganks. I mean, Azarkan at this point, if anyone watches his games, we know that he kind of pushes the edge constantly. So he's sometimes a pretty easy target to gank. So we knew that would happen. But did a good gank bot, another decent gank. But then I was 2 levels ahead, so I could just counter whatever he was doing at
Oh
that
yeah,
point.
your first few ganks. He was still level 4. You were level 6
Yep.
already. Yep. What do you say you could improve on this game? Like, did you see like any points in the game where you're like, ah, shit, I could have done better here?
Smite tracking, one for me. My
Okay,
own
okay.
smite, I need to know when it's up and when it's not,
It's a
especially for
pretty hard thing to
objectives.
do, to be honest.
Yeah, there's a little button with a cooldown the number. It's hard to read. Um, so far, our grubs fight have been horrible. Usually, we've triggered most of our losses through grubs fight, and our either the support doesn't make it on time and I start beforehand, or the top lane doesn't come down on time and I start before and I get caught. Those were so far our biggest throws, and they're kind of where the other team snowballed. But today, I think, except for the second one where Pony got caught, we got away with one, we got 4 grubs, and I think it was much better than what we had done before. So if we fix that, I think we can be some sort of a threat and push towards qualification.
I like it. I like it. Um, I've obviously never seen you play. I'm fairly new to the scene here, but if it wasn't Shyvana, what would you have played?
I had a whole list prepared. We were thinking of based on what they usually play. We were thinking of even Olaf because they had a lot of CC champions in their typical
Okay.
draft. I would have played that. Wukong was on the list. Usually Gragas can be there. I mean, Elise, I have put it listed Elise, but we had an AP mid top and AP mid, so we couldn't. So I mean, to be fair, I've been playing the game since season 5, and I've tried to master as much of all the champions that I can. So picks won't be a big issue.
Nice, nice, nice. And last but not least, what advice would you give to your opponents?
I mean,
You know,
to
the
be fair,
next coming games,
seeing
like
that they had
Shkishamara.
like they had an emergency sub now, so that kind of also puts a wrinkle in your plan if they've been playing together for a while. Overall, I think their early game to snowball through ganks was kind of clear, but you need to track kind of more what your opponent can do to counter that, I think, and have an answer ready. Because if you just try something and then I act well and they don't have a reaction, then obviously we snowball with objectives. So I
Okay.
think the overall macro wise they can do well. They can do a bit better. Micro weren't so bad and maybe play a bit more aggressive when they can.
All right. Hear that? Whoever would be opponent, take heed. All right. Thank you very much
No problem.
for your time.
No
Well
problem.
done on your first win, and good job. See you
Great.
when I see you.
Great. Thanks. Thank you very much. Ciao,
Bye.
ciao.
Farewell. Bye. All right, guys, with the last interview, this is going to wrap up the stream today. I am absolutely hammered. I ate a massive plate of rice and I have a massive coma. I need to lay down like an old man. All right. Good night. Thank you for watching. See you when I see you. Peace.